Hi everyone, and welcome to episode 15 of Hell's Bells. It's okay, you were muted, but you're not anymore. You can all talk now.
We got excited about a party.
They are talking about the quinceañera, so it's very exciting. Yeah, I'm Maz, they, them, and I'm your Dungeon Master. Before we start the game, we should announce the competition for this week. I've been talking about it all series, and now you can find out how you can win the signed copy of Mordenkainen's. Chloe, you've got a limited edition. It's not the actual one, but it looks like that with more signatures inside.
Yeah, this one's quite bare on the inside. This is not the one you will be getting at all.
No, it's currently in transit. TK showed it off, when was it? 2 weeks ago? One week ago? Last week? No, week before. I can't remember. It's the future.
It is the future. It was 2 weeks ago. I showed it off 2 weeks ago.
When this goes out, it will have been 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
Yeah, and I watched Doctor Who today to prepare for being in the future, and it didn't work. Did you have the other things to hand, Chloe, that are being included?
I have them right here in a little bucket of D&D goodies. So
we've got a little sticker sheet to go with.
And my favorite thing.
Look, it's the robot son keyring.
And he's got a little label on the back too.
So you
I like to think that his own name is just tattooed on his butt. Or like,
I mean,
he's got ass antlers.
You don't have a tramp stamp of your own name?
You never
I told
know.
you not to tell anybody about that, but that's fine.
Yeah, so you'll get the book, and then you'll get those stickers, and then you'll get this little guy too.
Yeah. So simply find us on Twitter at HellsBellsDND. It's we'll have to put it in chat. Someone will have to be in chat in the future and put that in chat to link it. And tell us your favourite moment from the whole series. You got today's episode as well, so your favourite moment may be from this episode, or it may be from the first episode. And we'll just randomly draw a name from all eligible entries, and the winner will get the book and the stickers and the keyring. And the closing date is going to be Halloween, so get those entries in.
So spoopy.
It's a spoopy date. So I'm here to take this all tiefling party on a trip around the plains. However, not all tieflings are the same anymore. Some of my players are using sub-races from Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes. So let's meet everyone, see what pronouns they use, who they're playing, and if they have a new ancestry. We are going to start with TK. Hi.
It's me, TK. I use they, them, and I am playing Gil, our favorite Zariel tiefling paladin, our little prince who's so super excited about a party today.
Woo. Chloe.
Hi, I'm Chloe. I play Lyra, and she is a Oath of the Ancients paladin, your standard tiefling build, but she is also excited for her little quinceañera.
Awesome. Kayla, hey.
Hello. My name's Kayla. Pronouns she, her. You can find me on the internet at KAYNCLI. And I play Pentar, Circle of Spores Druid with Zugtmoy ancestry, which is altered from Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes.
Hideo.
Medea, she, her. I play Miga, who is a swashbuckler rogue. She has Triton ancestry and is always prepared for an emergency.
Although she did use all her charges last time.
I did, and I forgot to roll to see if the wand had been completely destroyed, so we can cross that bridge when we get to it.
You may roll now if you wish.
Yes!
I 100% don't trust this.
It's a 19, it's fine.
Lie, Hadil. Lie for your life.
I mean, I can do this. Hold on. I'll do a new roll. Wait.
I'm ready. This is like an unboxing.
14?
It's still fine. It's still
Yeah.
fine. I think it's a 1 that it explodes on.
It's a 1.
So Mika still has a wand. Lisa, hey.
Hi, I'm Lisa Chen, and I am playing Mercy, who is a shadow sorceress from Ravenloft.
Cool. So let's get straight into the finale. Woo. The multiverse is an infinite place. All manner of planes and demiplanes exist in the cosmology known as the Great Wheel. Our tale is woven in the outer planes, a circle of 16 named planes which arc around a central hub known as the Outlands. In the centre of this hub is an impossibly tall spire, above which floats the donut-shaped city of Sigil. We join our heroes back in their kit. It's been a turn or two since the Great Modron March began, and it's almost at an end. Now the group have completely wiped out the Takarim. Will their minds turn to home and how to get back? No, their minds are on the party, aren't they?
Yeah.
We've hung streamers. I knew that confetti would come in handy. I'm so glad I took it as much as I could. It is all over.
Mercy's side of the is also hanging up streamers, but Miga's are probably like all crazy and different lengths. Mercy's are all like exactly the same length. Like they're just like
perfectly turned, like
down.
Their turn all looks like perfectly symmetrical.
Yeah, with like scissors making them all twirly. Yeah, it's perfect. Aww. Like Martha Stewart up in here.
Yes.
Gil definitely spent all of their money on decorations, but no money on a party coordinator, so everybody has just like designed part of the party. So there's probably like skulls hanging from the ceiling and like slime boy trails up one side, but then there's like also really elaborate like silk banners with like beautiful embroidery and stuff, and one of them says congratulations Lyra on it, just like straight across, but like part of it is like slime covered.
Like
also we have no money.
Our cake is like a black frosted cake, but with eyes piped all over it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
And
is it like those little candy eyes you can get for things, and they're just like loads of them all pushed in?
Yeah, like just all over in the black icing.
They're fantasy bubblegum.
As soon as you eat that cake, like you imagine like your whole mouth will be black, like because of the icing, right? It'll be like one of those things where it's like, good though. I'm very excited. Lyra's very excited. She's like walking around, like helping people, like, you know, doing things, and she like baked cookies and like oat cakes and has them on the table ready. And she like, I imagine just like the table with the cake, all like around the cake is like she scattered like these candies that she has in her purse, kind of like, you know, like the little strawberry candies. Like she just scattered them around the cake.
Oh my god!
Like, it feels like home now. She's like just so excited.
What is Pentar doing during party?
Yeah. Pentar actually, before the party starts, approaches Mercy, and she has like a some kind of zombie animal that she's raised. What would it be if we had to pick an animal from that she could find in Sigil that was dead?
Lim.
A Lim. Yeah, she has
Lim.
She has a zombie Lim and a little piece of parchment, and she just like, she's like, she hates this, but she's like, Mercy, can you help me write a note to Lyra for her thingy that she's doing?
Mercy's actually like reacting how I'm reacting. Of course I will, Pentar. What would you like it to say? And I'll press it into the quill pen.
Make it say, I guess, here you go.
With lots of love, Pentar.
That's not what I said.
What you felt in your heart.
That's not what I said. You didn't write that, did you? And she like looks at it and she turns it around. Like,
of course I didn't.
Of course I didn't.
No.
Glitter
she, like,
pen.
Spits on it and like rolls it up and then like ties it to the Lim and then like takes it down in the basement until later when they give gifts.
The musicians have arrived.
Oh my god, I love this.
They're like zombies with trumpets. Actually, Gil has just like given musical instruments to Pentar zombies.
Yeah, they're like a little band.
They're all
they're
like
bad.
Yeah, they're like triangles and an accordion.
Yeah, no like wind instruments because I assume their lungs don't work.
Yeah, no. It's like an accordion and like a triangle and like a mandolin with like one string.
Yeah.
It's like slightly tuned down, like so it's not perfectly tuned.
It's like those guys in Nightmare Before Christmas that are like standing
Yes.
out.
Yes. I love this party.
I do
Oh my
too.
God, I'm so happy.
I've waited so many episodes for this party, and I'm so glad.
Does your zombie band have a name?
Oh snap!
Dead beats.
Oh
Yes.
god.
There you go.
Dad,
Deadbeat.
no.
Boom. That's what's up. I want a Deadbeats band shirt.
The deadbeat. It's beautiful.
I
It's a
hate
pun too.
everything
Pretty
about
sorry,
this.
guys.
This is the worst.
You did it, Lisa. You punned.
Did it.
Miga is ready for the party. She has a special card for Lyra.
Oh, yay.
Yay, Stavros!
That's
Your
beautiful.
special cake. Then there's Lyra. Wait, and then there's Miga. There you go. Yay, Stavros. And Chloe, I can send this to you if you'd like.
Oh my god, that would be amazing.
It's
Did Miga
priceless
put-
and probably worth it.
Did Miga put her pyrotechnics wand on top of the cake?
Hold on. Hold on.
It's like those candles that you can't blow out, except it's fireworks.
Oh my god, I love it. I love it so much.
Gil definitely commissioned like
Yes.
the ugliest fancy dress because like their fashion senses are so different, with Gil being from Kalimshan and Lyra being from Waterdeep. So whatever Lyra would have worn is not what Gil commissioned. He probably commissioned like some sheer fabric and like enormous poofy pants. Yeah, it's very like I Dream of Jeannie with like an enormous headdress on it.
Oh man. Oh, this is so exciting. I'm very excited. They're very, very different from what Lyra would ever wear in Waterdeep. Whatever her family would wear.
Whenever he opens the door to like whatever area they're holding it in, I have no idea. Maybe it's just like in their front yard with the corpse flower. They've like strung up like handmade lanterns, and he's like, "You're welcome."
If
Oh
you're
my gosh.
opening the door, there is a very bemused mercy killer standing in the yard.
Oh, great.
You are summoned to the prison.
Oh, Gil, you can't go now.
You're right. I can't go now. I have to
Can
the wine.
Pentar order the corpse flower to eat this guy? Because that's what she would do. If someone was interrupting this party, she would just be like, peek out the door and be like,
Pentar just snaps.
yeah.
Feels like
Like a
"Brad,
boss."
I asked for this weekend off. You said you'd cover my shift.
He's sort of like, this mercy killer shrugs and then hands you a piece of paper and then walks off.
Ah, jeez.
I
you
still
see-
want him to be consumed.
I request consumption
Yeah.
for this man.
Vor it. Vor.
That mercy killer.
This whole like Gil like hired people to come to the party, and they're just like the crowds go four.
Yeah. I want him to be eaten. Can he be
Okay.
quick enough to get away? Because I want to be like, come on, buddy.
Gil's gonna go ahead and open up the missive.
Tentacles lash out of the corpse flower, and the one slaps the mercy killer, who sort of like adjusts their armor, narrowly misses another, and then a final tentacle lashes out, wraps around its leg, and then drags him inside its maw.
Yeah.
And there's sort of a crunching, and then a burp, and then a spiked cauldron pops out and just clang, 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 clang on the floor.
Gil picks it up and sees whether or not it'll fit him. Just kind of like, oh, it smells terrible. He just like tosses it back into the corpse flower. Okay, so he unrolls the scroll. What does it say?
Okay, so there's a lot of talk around Sigil at the moment about a thing called the Modron Crucible, and from what the chant is on the street, it has all the information the Modrons have gathered on their march, including where portals are, and you know, it might hold answers to returning home, or answers to questions that you may have. The Mercy Killers have sent you a missive, as they have a city near, and the march has just passed through it. And they are heading back to Macarnus, and you need to retrieve the crucible before they return to Macarnus and the information is taken within. I mean, you know what Acheron, where the city is like. This plane is huge metallic cubes which drift through space, and they occasionally bump into each other with an almighty clang. The Modrons are currently in a place called the Mines of Marcelin. There's also a note saying, so you're asked to retrieve the crucible, but there's also a note saying that we don't know why you are helping Modrons or why you even have a Modron pet. You should not be associating yourself with these creatures.
He's not our pet, he's our boy.
Mean, like, what is, like, I'm not, like, helping them. I'm more helping people who have Modrons attached to them by making sure the Modrons don't get kidnapped. It's more of a preventative, Gil says to a piece of paper that can't possibly help him. Gil shows the missive to everybody else and is like, postpone the party?
Imagine Lyra like walks out and she's got like a kind of makeshift party hat that like Miga made her and stuff,
Yes.
and like she's got like confetti stringed across her horns kind of thing, and she'll like look and she'll be like, that's okay, we can postpone it. I mean, this stuff should stay here anyway, as long as we keep Moist Boy in the basement, it should be fine.
Yeah.
Miga takes the missive and looks at it, begins to read it, realizes she can't read and balls it up and throws it.
Mercy will catch it and unball it up and kind of smooth it out and says, the crucible can answer questions.
It contains all the knowledge. You've heard people talking about it in Sigil. You thought it was just rumours going around, but yeah, it's all the information the Modrons have gathered on their march.
It might know where my sister actually is, the real one. And I fold it neatly into thirds and hand it back to Gil.
When Mercy says that, Gil will like look at the missive and then sort of like put it in his pouch. He's like, I guess we'll have to go get it.
I'm sorry, Lyra. I promise we'll have an extra awesome party tonight once we have the crucible.
Well, what are we
With
supposed
knowledge
to
of how
do
to
with...
throw an awesome rager.
What are we supposed to do with this then? And Gil's like gesturing to a giant cheese sculpture of Lyra.
Oh no! Is it a new, like a brand new cheese sculpture?
It's a brand
Miga
new
immediately backs away because she's afraid of the cheese now. Because it sent her to like, where did it send her to before?
Limbo.
Limbo. Yeah, she immediately like, she grabs her wand out of her bag and like immediately starts backing away.
Yeah, he's just like, well, what do we do with this? And it's like, look, let's be honest, it doesn't look good. But it's cheese and it's a sculpture of Lyra, like with her glaive looking all heroic. Like, what do we do with this? We can't just leave it out.
It might go, and then she'll like kind of like think, she'll be like, we don't have any way of, I don't want to put it in the basement. Lord knows what'll happen down there. She'll kind of like look and, is there any like refrigeration system that we have in our camp? Like, anybody got any like frost spells?
Penta has
Ray of
noticed
frost.
that some of the mould she has been cultivating, it's a sort of weird brown colour, and it makes that corner of the basement very cold.
Oh no.
We could do that. We could put it
The
in
last time Pentar's mold got on a cheese sculpture, though.
It sent me to limbo. Miga, who is helping Pentar, is like some sort of assistant now that Dirge has committed himself to helping others find the true death, will take the cheese sculpture. Is it on like a cart or what is it on?
You know what? I'm gonna say it's on a cart, even though, like, in my heart, like, Gil has had it, like, attached to, like, a stone plinth. But yes,
it's on a cart.
Yeah, we'll say it's on a rolly cart and hasn't, like, found its way to the table yet.
Okay, Miga will take the cart, and like the handle is just like slightly too high. It's probably like right about here. And she'll take the cart, and she'll have S34N get the door for her, and then she'll like wheel it back and then launch it down the stairs. And you just hear like this horrible noise, like It's like a car crash. It's like
You just like a scream from the basement.
Yeah, it's like a yelling noise. But then like because like Mika's been down there a lot, she knows where the corner is. But yeah, I pushed it in the direction of the corner. But then as she like goes to like close the door, you just hear like this horrible slurping noise like going towards the cheese, and then like Mika like slams the door closed and goes, I put it away.
It's just like, that was a 400 gold cheese sculpture.
Mika doesn't know what money is.
Lyra just like walks over to Gil and be like, it's okay, we can get another one after we're done this. And she'll kind of like look at Mika and be like, and, like just kind of
Gil will like look at Lyra, but he's not about to admit that he has spent literally all their money from past adventures on this party. And they're like broke. So he's just like, yes, another one. And then just like robotically turns away and walks off.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh dear. Well, shall we?
I think we're ready to go.
Yeah.
Can we keep our party hats on?
Yes.
Yeah, alright, we're all wearing
It's not my
hats.
decision to make, but Mika's not taking it off.
Gil is wearing a party crown, so it's like lined with ermine.
The missive explained that the portal you need to get to the mines is in Street Sweeper's Yard in the Clark's Ward. And it's Street Sweeper's Yard is where all the trash from Sigil goes. And every so often a portal opens and the Darbuses push the garbage through it. Garbage.
Yum.
Cool. Let's go ahead and walk down that. And it's a percentile dial to take things, right? Is that what it is? Cool, let me just get that out. And do you mind, since it's our finale, if I roll a couple of times?
I was going to say, yeah, have about 3 things.
Okay, so first one is a 36.
And that is, you find 3 shiny pennies made of copper.
Okay, so 3 shiny pennies.
Obviously, Mega's not interested in the money value, more the shininess.
No, it's very shiny. They look like new mints. And then 97.
You've had 97 before. Reroll for me.
Okay, I thought so. 46.
46. It's a animal collar with a little name tag on it.
Cool, I put that on. What does the name say?
Pickles.
Can somebody read it for me? Pickles?
read it.
Absolutely.
Pickles.
Gonna put Pickles collar on. I got 3 copper. And let's do one more. That is 30.
A gooey eyeball that looks really similar to the one Lyra took off you some time ago.
Yeah! Cool. Gooey.
I love it. We're all coming full circle.
It's still got a bit of the stick jabbed through it.
Yes, my battle treasure, and like I have forgotten about the battle treasure, but I will look at it and I'll be like, this will go with my battle treasure, and like I'll just stick it in my bag. I won't look for the other one. I know that it's in there, but like that will come in handy soon, I'm sure. So yeah, Mika's just like picking stuff out of bags, like probably napkins, and like she'll go through it, and yeah. I imagine at one point she finds like probably like a very opulent and ostentatious like drinking horn that's made of ivory and it has like jewels in it, and she looks at it and just like throws it over her shoulder and to get to this eyeball. And then for the collar, I imagine that it's like if you've ever gone to like the thrift store in the rich neighborhood where everything is really nice, the collar is like from a bag of trash that has like food scraps that is like very nice food, and maybe like some older cloth napkins, like very nice stuff. She just like picks to get the worst of the garbage. She's digging through it. She smells horrible, and she's now sticky. So
yeah, Mercy, how are you dealing with this? Because there's just piles of trash everywhere. It's like a landfill site.
I think I would prefer to cast Levitate. and ask if Gil would please pull me through the portal. Please?
Yeah, Gil will hold out both his hands.
Thank you.
And
I'll grab your hands and like I'm keeping my legs are like scrunched up and I've got my tail in one of my hands so it doesn't dangle and touch trash. I'm just like ew, ew, ew. And so that's a 2nd level spell slot.
Yeah.
Worth it though. Worth it so much.
Okay, so there's the familiar noise of a portal opening, and then a Darbus comes up, and it's got like symbols above its head, and you think it's trying to tell you to move out of the way, and it's got like this pole with a plate on it, and it's pushing trash into the portal.
So we run through.
So, are you gonna jump in?
Yes. Miga like goes head first. She like dives in because that's where all the good stuff is going. I imagine there's like some broken plate that has like an ugly chintz pattern on it that she sees on top of the garbage, and she sees that it's about to like go, and she like dives for it.
Okay. So yeah, Miga dives through the portal. The Darbus is just pushing trash through, and it doesn't seem bothered that Miga's jumped through. It's focusing on its work.
Lyra's gonna like immediately run after because she's worried about Miga like cutting herself on that plate, and she's just gonna like run in after.
Mm-hmm.
Mercy waits for Gil to pull her through.
Yeah, Gil will pull her through and then like hold her when she gets across, just in case there's more trash in there.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Don't be weird.
Does Pentar just scuttle through?
Oh, for sure.
Are you
There is so much
pentapede right
trash.
now?
Yeah, I feel like anytime travel is required, she just turns into Pinnipede. Like, meh. More legs.
Quicker travel.
Yeah.
That's how that works.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Okay, so you pop through the portal, and there is an acrid smell in the air that's accompanied by a metallic tang that leaves a bitter taste upon your tongue. Scrap heaps all around appear to be comprised of rubble that looks like both metal and stone at the same time. There's trash sort of like tumbling after you through this portal, and it doesn't look like it's stopping. The Davis is continuing to do its job, so you may have to move quickly to get out of the way of that. Occasionally within the rubble and the ground beneath your feet, you can see lines or seams, which gives you the impression that the entire cube that you're on is made of countless pieces of cast-off metal weapons and equipment compressed into a single mass.
Ugh.
So you are now in this sort of large cavern. It's must be the inside of the cube because it's so enormous. They are just so far up above you. There is a ceiling, and it's so big. There are mountains of trash around you, and there are sort of craters and things.
I don't need the crucible.
It'll be fine. It'll be fun. Look at how beautiful and shiny.
Her levitate only lasts for 10 minutes, so as it wears off, she's like forcing herself piggyback on Gil.
Gil's gonna go ahead and like when they get through, he's gonna summon Panza, and then just put her on it and just walk beside it.
Yeah, I know Panza's real squat, so I've got my legs up too.
He's a heckin' chonker, but he's not a very big boy.
Big old chonker. Oh, he coming. Hello,
It's
he
like
coming.
He gets a little paunchier every time you see him, and he's like always eating. So he's just like
garbage.
yeah. At this point, he's just round with legs. Like if you could describe him, you would say shapes.
Circle for sure.
Yeah, he's like a pumpkin with legs.
Okay. Miga's like overwhelmed by the trash. She like continues to pick things up, and then she sees something else, so she'll put something down. She doesn't actually ever take anything. She just like keeps like going through the garbage. It's great. She's having the time of her life. This is heaven to her.
Can everyone do perception?
7.
Oh boy. Let's see.
Perception.
I got a 10.
I got a 9.
Wow. Okay.
18.
I got a 3.
Was that Miga with the 18?
Yes.
You're just rolling around in the trash and having an absolutely great time, and I just got really bad deja vu. It's really weird. Just something about describing the trash to you. Yeah, you're just having this great time, and then you sort of roll across, and there's a bit where there's no trash, and you realise it's because it's all been compacted down, and clearly something's cut a path through here.
I will, like, do I see the path going? So it's like, it's been compacted. Do I see it going in any particular direction? Like it's going off?
Yeah, it's stretched out in 2 directions.
Okay. I'll point it out to the rest of the group.
And as you look down one way, off in the distance, you can actually see the Modrons are marching off.
I will see a twist high, and I will put it on my horn, and then I'll point out the Modrons continuing to march through the trash and be like, look, I found him. We did it.
Good
We
job,
can go
you
have
did.
a party now.
Yay! We found them. Well, mystery solved.
Do we know what the crucible looks like? Was there a diagram or something?
Is it like...
Every
Oh,
story describes it as something different.
Oh. Was hoping it'd be a literal crucible. Well, we can probably... Gil just had a bad idea, and TK was like, don't say that out loud, but Gil's gonna. And he's gonna look at them and say, why don't we ask them?
I can speak Modron. Beep beep.
Beep boop.
Beep beep beep.
So you're watching the march, and it's a lot smaller than it used to be. You remember when it came through the gate in al-Massari, it took almost a whole day for the march to come through. And as it's gone around the wheel, it's gradually lost more and more Modrons from kidnapping or from any like other hazards. There are now only 124 Modrons left. There are...
Oh,
Wow.
That's not my fault.
Yeah, there are no monodrones, duodrones, or tridrones, because so many Modrons have been lost that all the others have been promoted up. So there are maybe about 50 quadrones, 50 pentadrones, and there are some of the hierarch Modrons, which are like decatons, nonatons, octons, all the way up to a quinton leading them. And that's all that's left of the march. It's a very small amount.
bad. I feel bad we're going to steal from them.
Did we take our Modron with us?
Did you bring your Modron with you?
Did we?
Did we leave him to
It's
man the
nice.
I'm
party?
gonna say he's in charge of the party.
Yeah, we have guests. He's like passing out drinks, making
Yeah.
conversation.
They were paid to be there, but it's fine. He's making
Yeah.
sure that the band is playing like good music.
Yes.
Ding.
Only like because he's a Modron, his idea of good music is like the dial-up modem noise. So
Perfect.
they're
I
doing
love it.
perfectly.
That's fine.
The band
I
is
mean,
doing
they're
great.
zombies, like, so everybody's paid to have a good time, so it's fine. It's my favorite party.
So how are we going to get the crucible from them? Or even locate the crucible?
Yeah, if we don't know what it looks like in the first place, how do we know?
Well, the creatures are very hierarchical. I feel like if they had something important, the biggest, highest tier Modron would have it.
Would hold on to it. Is there any way we can like get to the front of the line?
I mean, they're just marching. You know they don't march overly fast. You can just walk up there.
We could ask a Modron in charge, Gil says, knowing that it's a terrible idea because TK told him so, but he's going to do it anyway because he's got 10 intelligence and 10 wisdom.
Well, if we're gonna get ahead of them, I'll summon my steed, Tally, and anybody who can fit on her, we can like motor up to the front. And Panza can.
I'm on Panza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just gonna roly-poly along. I imagine Ponta's speed is now like 15.
Aw. It's just trotting along.
So it's like you can't even catch up to the march at that speed.
Like I literally walk faster than Ponta. No, I'm sure it's not 15, but Gil could probably walk faster than Ponta.
Aw. So
He does his best.
He tries. And that's
Oh
all that
Lord, he coming.
Oh, he coming.
Pancha's like dashing, but his tongue is like out of his mouth.
Yeah, it's like bleh. Sorry, I was having a good time.
Okay.
Go.
So, Lyra is going off up front, and I'm guessing that's Mercy and Gil are just sort of loping behind and not even catching up to the march. Where are Miga and Penta?
I will also be hurrying towards the march.
If they
Yeah.
wanted to get on Tally, like they could hop on her with me.
I'll hop on Tally.
I'll crawl on the dog's butt and just hang on there as a pentipede. Just
I don't know how much Tally likes that.
yeah, like this bug, like clinging.
I'll like just scruffle her ears and be like, "It's okay. She's a friend.
So, you three make it up to the front of the march where the Quinton is leading the Modrons.
All right.
What do you want to do?
Do we see anything specific, like that they're holding something, or that anything like different from the other Modrons
No.
that are walking? No.
You're pretty familiar with the march now. You've run into it enough times. You know this is the highest ranking Modron there is. And they look pretty much the same as they always have done, just maybe a bit more scarred and scraped and battered from their trip.
Okay. Lyra, after seeing Mercy attempt or try to talk Modron, Lyra is going to attempt to do this, and she's going to be like, excuse me, beep. We are looking for something, boop, that you might have on you. Beep, beep, bop. It is a crucible. We're not sure what it looks like. Beep, blurp. Boop, boop. She'll like just kind of like attempt and try her hardest to like converse with the Modrons.
Miga will look at some of the Modrons and go, "Who's in charge here?" Like very like rumpus. She wants to go back to her party. I mean, Lyra's party.
The Quinton just simply states, "Do not disturb march. Must return to Macarnus. Almost home. Thank you."
Lyra doesn't like it.
Gil and Mercy, as you're plodding along on Panzer, like you're sort of like almost coming up to the side of the march now. You're like,
Yeah, we did it.
kick Panzer a bit harder, and it's like lurches
Gil,
forward
can't
a
this
bit.
thing go faster?
Gil is leading Panza by the reins, like walking alongside him. Because it's like, he's like now at this point, like dragging him like a petulant child through a mall.
You hear a sort of rustling and clattering beside you,
Oh.
and then you hear a little bit of Modron beeping that's out of sync with the rest of the march.
Oh, a broken beat.
Another son.
Oh no.
Can we keep?
Can I do like a perception check or something to try to focus on
Yeah.
whatever that is?
Yeah.
Yeah, give it a beat boop.
11.
You see something quickly dart behind a garbage pile.
Gil, did you see that? And I'll point in that direction.
Gil will look over there, and can I do
Yeah.
perception? 15.
You see the corner of a quadrone, like the cube, poking out, and then the eye appears and it goes, "Sst, over here!"
Gil will look at Mercy and say, "Nope. Sure didn't."
I
He'll
it's
lead.
calling to us.
Yeah. He'll lead Panza over there anyway. Because she already put her hands on her hips, so he already knows what that means. It's like, ugh. Okay.
Who are you?
So, this, as you round the corner, the quadrone sort of shuffles back a bit and it's nervously eyeing the march and trying to keep out of line of sight of it. And it points at itself and it says, "This is 8. Non-8, it says, pointing at you. Non-8, seek information on the march. 8, points at itself, will give non-8, points at you, information. Non-8s will assist 8 in successful escape of this plane and the march."
And Gil will look at Mercy and say, "See, now I told you, if we just come up with reasonable people and we ask for directions, then honestly the problem practically solves itself."
Mercy will ignore Gil, and she'll turn to 8 and lean down on Panza, which I guess she maybe doesn't really need to do that much.
Yeah, she probably just like leans forward because Panza is exhausted.
Are you? Is 8 a rogue Modron?
8 is no longer part of collective. 8 is like a non-8.
We might be able to help you.
Can Miga see all of this?
Perception.
17?
Yeah, you've noticed that Gil and Mercy haven't followed you up to the front of the march, and you're looking around and you see them sort of like near a garbage pile, and they appear to be looking at something behind it, but you can't see what.
I will say nothing about this.
Alright. 8. We might be able to help you, but we're looking for something. Does 8 know anything about a crucible?
8 knows that there is no crucible.
What?
But 8 also knows everything the march has seen and done. Maybe 8 is a crucible.
Okay, so Gil, with after they went to Pandemonium, Gil like definitely noticed that Modron there that was acting as a judge, even if he wasn't willing to lie, was willing to let people believe something that wasn't true. Can he insight check this Modron?
Sure.
And see if this Modron is like, even if it's not lying, if it's like speaking in a way that's technically truthful but is intentionally misleading. The answer is no. Gil's gonna go ahead and roll a 2.
Gil's rolling a 2. I'm getting the 8 ball out.
Nice.
It says focus and ask again.
Really?
That's what it says.
Oh.
That's what the 8 ball says.
Oh, like ask my heart or ask my DM?
Maybe you should roll again.
Really? Oh my gosh.
The 8 ball said so.
Maybe the 8 ball's trying to screw me because that was a 1.
Oh, well. The 8 ball says it's very likely.
Oh no, not again. We're suspicious.
Yes. I'm ready. Let's ruin this. Gil immediately looks at Mercy and says he's lying.
What?
It's lying.
But your letter said that there was a crucible, and I don't know. Well, Gil believes, so we're gonna have an insight check, Gil.
Okay.
It's lying.
Gil believes what he's saying.
There is a crucible, and it knows where it is.
There is no crucible. Non-8s have lied. There is rumours.
Modrons have lied to us before.
Non-8s enjoy telling stories. Modrons cannot lie.
Is Pentar within hearing distance of all this?
Pentar's still
Tally
up the
over
front. Well, what have Lyra and Miga decided to do now? Because the Modrons are not answering any of your approaches. They are continue to ignore you and march.
Did I notice that Megan noticed something earlier on?
Mercy,
Like
probably, if we're suspicious of somebody, Mercy's probably gonna shoot some firebolts up in the air, like a flare, to try to get Pentar, at least Pentar's attention.
Okay.
Yeah.
Someone needs to be interrogated.
Yeah, Pentar like sees the fireworks and hisses in excitement and like scrambles over and immediately puts her mandibles around the Modron and lifts him in the air.
I like that we default to murdering NPCs or like threatening
Pentar
them
does
with
not have patience for fucking chitty chat. I'll tell you that right now.
like just a couple of bad rolls away from just murder hoboing our way through this whole story.
Yeah, she lifts him up in the air and starts like shaking him around like a dog.
So
Oh my God.
I just imagine like Lyra seeing all this and like seeing like Pentar jump off, and she'll like look back and see the commotion, and she'll just like turn back to the Modrons at the front. And she'll just be like, thank you, beep boop 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 boop, and then she'll run like.
It's like a mom trying to like do rap lyrics or something.
What a kid like.
Hello.
Thanks, fellow.
Yeah.
does Lyra actually do finger guns at them as
Oh
well?
yeah, like she's
Oh
just
my
like beep boop boop. See ya.
Awkward kindergarten teacher, church mom finger gun.
Yep, that's exactly what she does. Like, just,
Love
yeah.
it. Is she still wearing her birthday crown?
Yeah, she's totally, and like across her horns is still like the string of confetti that like
Yes.
put on it.
I'm so happy.
I'm assuming she's probably still wearing what Gil had her dress in before the party.
Perfect.
So like she's not in her like usual attire at all. She probably still has her Savras like pin on, but she's like in full like whatever
Yes.
Gil dressed her in.
It's perfect. There's like a long veil with like belly dancing gold coins on it because he was like, I would like water deep fashion, and like these sigil lights were just like, okay.
It's what they think it is.
Yeah, it's like Ren Fair belly dancing outfit.
I imagine it's like, okay, so, you know, like fashion on eBay doesn't really look like that. They're like, this is the thing, that's the trend. And it's really just like a polyester nonsense. Like, when you get
Like
it.
he went on like Wish.
Yeah, Wish. Everyone Wish. Yes, style.
She
Like
inside.
three sizes too small.
The old yes style. Oh, perfect.
Yeet style.
Style. It's perfect.
Anyways, I'm flinging this Modron around like a dog with a toy, just like.
And Mercy's like, tell us where the crucible is.
And the Modron is going, 8 says, 8 tells you non-8s, no crucible exists, but I can tell you things.
Mercy will signal for Pentar to stop shaking him for 1 second.
Oh.
And walks up to the Modron, still clasped by your mandibles, and say, prove you're the crucible. Tell us something.
The Modrons saw you in Limbo. The small one, and it points over at Miga, small non-8, made a path for some Modrons.
I mean, we could tell you that. Are we the crucible too?
Is the crucible the friendship we made along the way?
The crucible love?
Like Mercy,
Miga
just
is-
like Gil just looks at Mercy. He's like, "Are we crucibles?"
Miga looks at 8 and like mostly to herself, but also because she's small and doesn't have a filter, says the racist thing, which is, do you know S34N? Because all Modrons know each other.
Well, they kind of do, right? Don't they have like
Yes,
a
they- It's like a
computer
hive
mind?
mind, yeah.
Yeah. Even night.
It actually says, this designation is not familiar. It may be a Modron rank I cannot speak with.
She asks, are you nice like S34N?
What is nice?
That's a no.
Nice
The
is when,
crucible would know what nice is.
yeah, nice is when you don't stab people.
Are
Or
you
take
nice?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
Uh-oh. Paradox. Oh god.
Pentar picks the Modron back up and starts shaking him again.
Sure how to
Like,
answer.
don't insult Miga.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
Miga's like, I'm very sweet. Like, just...
Yeah, completely avoid the question.
The matron goes, 8 knows something for non-8s. Non-8s are not from Sigil. 8 has been away from the plains to non-8's homeworld. There were portals through Undermountain.
Oh. I mean,
That is useful.
Gil will like look at Mercy. What's Undermountain?
Oh yeah, I guess I don't know either.
Yeah, Gil thinks he just made that up because Gil's never been to Waterdeep.
Lyra would have heard of Undermountain, though.
Did Lyra make it back over?
Lyra,
Yeah.
here?
You're probably here by
good.
now.
Yeah, I trotted over with Tally. Yeah,
What that is.
probably. Should I roll a history check just to like?
I think you would have heard of Undermountain, but specific details you can roll history if you want.
Okay, yeah, I'll roll a history for specific details. All right, 20, dirty 20.
Okay, yeah. You have heard rumours that there were portals in different levels of Undermountain,
Okay, I'll
so that part
I'll
checks
relay-
out.
Yeah.
And obviously, you know what Undermountain is vaguely.
Mhm.
There's a the Yawning Portal, sorry, itself. People go down into Undermountain to try their hand at being adventurers. They pay Durnan to get in the bucket, go down and see what they can do down there.
I'll relay that back to the group, and I kind of like get excited about like hearing about like this just a little bit, just even if it's rumors. Like you can see like Lyra's kind of like, oh, this is interesting, and she'll kind of be like, he's definitely telling the truth. Like they're being truthful. I've heard rumors about these things. Maybe let's not shake him and hurt him up too much. And like she'll like kind of grab him from like Pentar's claws or like mandibles and just kind of like place him.
Sorry, Pentar, not this one. All right, 8. What do we need to do to help you get out of here?
Suddenly there is a rumbling. Over by the march, hundreds of larvae start spewing out of cracks
What
in
did you
this
do,
cube.
Pentar?
And with them, devils start flying in, and they're sort of flying around. They're flicking spines from they've got spines down their back and on their tails. They're flicking spines at the Modrons, biting at them, jabbing with forks. One of the commanding Modrons quickly gets taken down, and when a ranked Modron is a higher ranked Modron dies, it disintegrates and goes back to Mechanis. It's reformed as a monodrone. And existing Modrons, one of them is promoted up, and then there's a chain reaction of promotion to fill that gap. And this promotion disorientates the chain of orders in the march for a moment, and it seems like the devils are sort of like starting to take Modrons down. And it's about to say something to you, and then it sees all this, and then it says, "Wait! 8 has decided non-8s must protect the march. Only if March returns home safely will 8 provide information to non-8s."
Oh. Fine print.
Okay, like I have to care about somebody else's life now. Fine. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
I'm not good at lawful good. Yeah, Gil drops his kind of hard ass nature for a second. He's like, "Oh, okay, that seems reasonable, right? That seems reasonable."
Meanwhile, Lyra's just like, I think we should go and help. Like, yeah. Just like freaking out at like the fact that like there's like all these creatures coming out and
Yeah, as you turn around and look, there are hundreds and hundreds of these larvae, and
Jeez Louise.
oh boy.
you know,
Oh,
maybe
boy.
20 or 30 of these devils flying around.
God, let me look at my.
Even take this on. Oh boy. That's a lot of larvae.
You said hundreds. Oh no.
Hundreds of them.
It's huge. And there are also those 100 odd Modrons as well.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna do something that's not a good idea. How many are within 30 feet of me?
The march is all off. It's maybe about 60 feet away.
How many larvae and devils are within 30 feet of me?
They are more converging on the march than you.
Okay. So Gil's gonna go ahead and start towards the march.
Mm-hmm. And as you get within 30 feet, you could probably get a bunch. What is your plan?
Yeah. Oh God, kill me. No, not you. I'm not speaking to you specifically. So Gil's gonna
I mean, I've got 600 larvae if you want.
What if you didn't though? Gil's gonna like look back at like the rest of the party and just like, here we go, and bang on his shield and do a champion challenge.
You're gonna kite 600 larvae?
If I can get 600 larvae.
So let's everyone roll initiative.
I am sorry in advance.
Miga.
23.
23.
Yep.
Gil?
I got a 3.
3. Penta?
I got a 5.
Lyra?
17.
And Mercy?
19.
Oh, cool. 19. Okay, so first up, Miga. What happens as Gil bangs his shield, is that about 6 or 7 of these flying devils peel off and fly towards you all.
I hate it.
I will. How close are they?
They are now within 30 feet. They're sort of closing on Gil.
Are they within 5 feet?
They can be within 5 feet of Gil if you want to crossbow one.
I do. I'm gonna go ahead and crossbow one. And let's see. Okay, so that's going to be a 22.
Yep.
Okay, and I can use my sneak attack, so that's 46. So that's 10, 14. 20. That's the one. I'll hit one of them for 20.
Okay. Your crossbow manages to drop one out of the air, and there's a lot of hissing from the remaining devils that are flying over towards you.
Okay. I will use my bonus action to hide in a pile of trash.
Okay. Cool beans. Next up is Mercy.
Mercy is going to start waving her arms to cast Storm Sphere, and I would like to place my 20-foot radius sphere, hopefully getting an edge with a bunch of larvae and devils and getting the space between us.
Okay. What does Storm Sphere do? Can you...
So it's a 20-foot radius sphere of whirling air that springs into existence. When it appears, the creatures inside of the sphere, so I'm not trying to get Modrons or my allies if possible, must make a strength saving throw or take 2d6 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, okay.
The space is also difficult terrain.
Okay. Can you roll your 2d6 so I know how much damage is going to be taken?
Nice! I got 9.
Okay. You are gonna wipe out a huge chunk of the larvae.
Cool.
Tons and tons of them. Just suddenly do that weird thing where the maggot sort of like flips upside down
Yeah, like I'm guessing it's bludgeoning damage, so I'm guessing it's like hail or something.
Yeah.
And then as a bonus action, as I concentrate on this spell, I can create a lightning bolt. So I'm going to send a lightning bolt at one of the devils,
Okay,
and
sure.
I make a ranged attack roll. So that's 24.
Yeah.
And then that devil takes 4d6, so 7 plus 8, 15 lightning damage.
Okay, one of the devils its wing is quite tattered and it starts flying around a lot more lopsided and slowly, and starts to sort of slowly circle downwards as if to land.
Cool. And just stuff to know is it is difficult terrain, and if you're inside the sphere, you have disadvantage on wisdom perception checks to listen.
Mm-hmm.
And that is my turn.
Okay, Lyra.
Okay, I'm going to cast Moonbeam in an area where there's like not really a lot of Modrons, but like a lot of like larvae and devils like in that kind of space.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be like a silvery beam of pale light shines down a 5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder. And when a creature is entered the spell's area for the first time on a turn, it has to make a Constitution saving throw. Yeah. So, yeah, and it takes 2d10 radiant damage on a fail save or half on a successful one.
Okay, can you roll me the damage, please?
Yep. 2d10. So that's 6.
Okay, so your beam cuts through and kills about sort of 5 or 6 larvae that are all wriggling all over each other to try and get to these Modrons.
Mm-hmm.
And it also sort of blasts through a couple of devils that are flying through it.
Okay. Perfect.
Anything else?
Technically I have an extra attack. Are there any like creatures around me that I can
Isn't casting a spell your whole action though?
Oh no, it totally is. Beg pardon. Sorry about that. Yep. Never mind. I will get closer then to my allies to make sure I can protect them.
Okay. Cool.
But still concentrate on Moonbeam.
Okay. So the spine devils are starting. Some have broken off and they're starting to circle you. And so my book is over here with what they do. +2s and then +4. They're all coming after Gil, obviously, because he's done his challenge on them.
Because Gil has poor decision-making abilities.
Yeah. But I
Whose
rolled
man's is this?
a 4, a 6, a 14. None of those are going to hit. And a 12 for the first 2 that swoop in. They sort of fly past you, and then another one, 16 and 18.
18 will hit, I think.
Okay.
Is it? I'm sorry, my AC is 18, so
Yeah, that will
it
hit.
does hit?
Yeah.
Okay, good. That's
So,
what I thought.
As one flies by, then it swings down with its fork, and it does 3 slashing damage on you. So that's 3. I'm going to get some more d20s because I've got a load to do here.
Gil will be very indignant because it obviously slashes his party cape.
Okay, so I've got 19, a dirty 20, and a nat 20.
Yep.
So another one flies by, and then a 4 as well. That dice is rubbish. I'm not going to use them. It's going to do 6 damage from one of them.
Okay.
And then, oh, that's another. Wait, no. Then you've got 6 plus 2 is 8 for the crit.
Okay.
And 4 more. Because that attack hits.
And
Some more. I think that's 2 more. So 2 more left. Sorry, I've got so many to roll. There's so many things going on.
You're fine.
I've got a 19 and a 13.
Okay, 19 will.
And then a 13 and a dirty 20. So that's another 2,
Okay.
isn't it, that hit?
Yep.
So that's 5 and another 5. So yeah, they sort of like they're flying around, swooping around.
The wrong button. Sorry.
They've got a they've got flyby, so they sort of swoop and then get out of your way, fly up, and then morph, swoop in. And sort of like, so you get peppered with these attacks as these devils fly and down and bite and scratch at you and jab you with their tridents.
Okay.
There is you look over and the fight with the larvae and the modrons is going on, but your interruption has provided enough break for the modrons to start getting the upper hand. They're rallying. The commanding modrons are start like swinging all their arms and cutting swathe through the larvae with their spells. So you just need to focus on, you've got 7 devils around you all right now.
Awesome.
And it is Pentar.
Am I close enough to crunch?
You can crunch. Well, they're all up in the air.
Oh no!
Unless you want to go and crunch some larvae or something.
The larvae doesn't seem like a good idea. So I will turn back into tiefling form.
They do remind you of Moist Boy as well.
Yeah, I don't want to hurt them. I love them. I already love them. All right, I would like to cast... I think I would like to just polymorph one of them.
Okay.
I don't know what she would polymorph them into, but let's see if she can even do it. I think that's is that a saving throw?
Yeah, what is it?
Yeah. Do I just... No, or is it something that I just do?
No, it's a saving throw. I need to know what your DC is and what the throw is.
Oh. It is... My DC is 13. And I'm trying to see... I'm sorry, I'm looking, and I don't see where it says, and I'm very confused. Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. So it's got advantage, but it only managed to get 12. What are you polymorphing it into?
A roly-poly bug.
Okay, so it's this devil's flying around into mid-air, and it suddenly goes down into a little bug, curls up into a ball, drops to the ground. Then it's going to take 9 bludgeoning damage as it hits the ground and the polymorph breaks. And there's this just devil sprawled out on the ground.
So confused.
Anything else for your turn?
No, that's it.
Okay. Gil. Champion. Challenging. You're up.
Yeah, I'm challenging. I'm pretty sure, like, I don't think that champion challenge is concentration. Right?
Is it from Sword Coast Champion Challenge?
It's my channel divinity, so, like, it doesn't
say
say
that
it is.
You're a paladin from Sword Coast, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm using Oath of the Crown. As a bonus action, blah blah blah. I don't see the concentration marker, but I just wanted to make sure.
I don't think it is if it's a channel.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's channel divinity.
Yeah.
So it's not awesome. That's dope as heck. Oh, it doesn't matter because I wasn't going to cast anything with...
Yeah, this effect ends if you're incapacitated or die or if the creature is more than 30 feet away. It doesn't have a concentration aspect to it.
Okay, awesome. Gil is going to look at his companions. Who are the 3 closest companions to him that are within 30 feet?
I know Mercy was next to Gil. So...
Okay. Mercy?
Pretty close, yeah.
Who else is within 30 feet?
Who else wants to be?
I think
Miga is, because she got sneak attack. And I need one more person.
I don't know if Lyra would be close. I mean, I'm assuming she was like...
We're probably all within 30 feet.
Yeah, we're all within 30 feet.
So I'll choose Lyra, Miga, and Mercy. He's gonna scream like a small child again because he just took a ton of damage, and cast Aid on the 3 of them. So they're gonna get their hit point maximum and current hit points are gonna increase by 5. but he is. Oh yeah, well he's just casting it at second level, so it doesn't matter. So yeah, so he's gonna cast that.
Okay. Is that everything for your turn?
Yeah, and he's gonna move. He's gonna move 30 feet away to kite the demons or devils that have been following him
Okay.
away from the Modrons further.
Yep, sure. So Gil's now 30 feet further back than everyone else.
Yeah.
And you see 8 actually sort of leaps out from behind the garbage pile, and it fires some arrows at the devils. And plus 4. 13, 12, 20, 21. So that's 3 hits, which is 1d6 plus 2, 3 times. 7, 7, 6. Right, that one's taken down. 2 of the devils drop to the ground as 8 fires off some arrows, and it's Miga's turn.
Okay, I will. I will fire another crossbow bolt, and is there any devils still in the air following Gil?
Oh, yeah, there are there are actually still about 7 of them flying.
Okay, I'll shoot at whichever one is within 5 feet of me. And that is a...
You
22.
don't need sneak attack because you're hiding. You actually have advantage, so you don't need the. You get sneak attack by default when you have advantage.
Okay, so it's 22 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Did you roll that with advantage? Or just
with advantage? I don't know. I mean,
yeah.
I'll roll another one. Why not?
You might get a 20.
Okay, I did get higher that time. So okay.
Yeah, because you're hiding after attacking, then it gives you advantage, which means then your sneak attack automatically works.
In garbage. Okay.
It smells great.
10. 19.
19. Okay. You spot an injured one and shoot a bow at it, and that one drops out of the air.
Okay. And I will remain hidden.
Cool. Okay, Mercy.
Alright, I would like to try to do something fun. Mercy sees Gil being attacked by all of these spined devils, and she tries to use Panza's reins to follow after him, and she's like, can't you just go faster? And she'll jump off of Panza and run next to Gil so that they're sort of back to back.
Mm-hmm.
She sees all these devils coming after them, and she's going to try to thaumaturgy behind a trash pile to create an avalanche.
Ooh. Okay.
And she wants the avalanche directed so that it will definitely hit the devils, even if it means hitting her and Gil. And if that is the case, she will quicken a dimension door. Get him back next to,
Okay.
I guess, farther away.
So I'm going to roll some dex saves. Can you roll 2d10 for some damage? And I'll roll some dex saves. Well, that's 1 success and 2 fails.
Yay.
And another 3 fails, I think. What's your spell save DC?
15.
Okay, yeah, so
that's 16.
Okay, you dimension door out, and as you look round, this trash pile just collapses down, and then the devils sort of pull themselves out, and they're all looking quite injured.
Awesome. And I know that Gil's trying to get them away from the rest of our allies, so I don't move us next to everybody. I deposit us, I guess, at the end of the avalanche.
Yeah. Also, that's the coolest thing I've ever heard.
Pretty cool.
Okay. Lyra, you're up.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to, because I'm still concentrating with Moonbeam, I just want to like get rid of like as many devils and larvae as I can. So I'm just gonna like direction it, like kind of again wherever the Modrons aren't.
Yeah.
Can I direct it? Well, hold on, I gotta see.
You can,
direct
as a
it.
bonus action, you can move it, I believe.
Yeah, it takes up my action. So on each of your turns after you cast a spell, you can
Alright.
use an action to move it.
Oh, it's an action, okay.
Yeah. So
Roll your damage again then.
yep. 14.
Okay. You take out, and as you move it, the beam just cuts across, and you take out a bunch more larvae. You think you maybe hit about maybe 19 or 20 of them.
Woohoo.
Just like their fat maggoty bodies just explode as the beam comes across them.
Extra
And
moist boys.
yeah, you drop a devil out of the sky as well. And a couple more look quite burnt and injured.
Cool. I apologize to Pentar as I take out all of the larvae. I know how much she loves them. I'm so sorry, friend.
Friendship ended with Lyra.
Oh no,
We were working so hard together.
the band just got back together.
Oh no.
Oh, why have I not got that page
Well,
open
that's cool.
again?
Yeah, and I'll stay where I am. I'm just like trying to like keep getting rid of as many as I can.
Okay. So the devils actually turn. No. They're going on Gil again, aren't they? I've got one of them flicks a couple of tail spines, and I've got 11 and a 13, neither of which are going to hit.
Yeah, hurt me. I love it.
You're challenging them.
I did. No, I did. This is entirely my own doing.
19 on the tail spines and a 17.
Yeah, 19 will do it.
Which is 5 piercing damage.
Oh.
Plus 3 fire damage, of which you are a tiefling, which means 1 fire damage.
Okay.
Because I believe you have resistance.
Yeah.
Okay. Another one swoops past and tries to bite and jab with its fork and misses
Oh, that's
both.
mean.
And another one does the same and both miss.
Yes.
Another one flicks a couple of tail spikes at you, and I have another 1 hit, which is 4 piercing damage and another 3 down to 1 fire damage. And then another one flies past and gets a nat 1 and a nat 20.
Oh no.
And it jabs really, it sort of tries to bite you and misses completely. Gets tangled up with its wings, rolls a bit, and then just crashes onto you.
Oh lord.
And its fork goes into you for 8 piercing damage, and you've now sort of trapped under a devil.
Okay, so I'm prone
Yes.
or restrained.
You're prone under this devil.
Oh.
And then it sort of like rolls off and then flaps off.
Okay. Let me.
There's the sounds of sort of like clashing of weapons and spells going off over by the march, and you can see that the Modrons have taken lots more of the larvae and devils out, and it's becoming a lot more balanced. And you think the Modrons might be winning here. Pentar.
Pentar wants to rush over and heal Gil by casting Cure Wounds.
Aw, that's really
Which-
nice.
Which again is just her spitting on him. So
I like to think that he's like bleeding and trapped underneath a like flying devil, and she just like drools into an open wound.
yeah,
on
just
his face.
like the little drippy spit thing that you do, just like, and it falls down and it heals you for per 9.
She like coughs up like a loogie or something.
Gross.
Oh wait, I can cast it from a higher spell slot actually.
So
So actually, I would like to do that as a 4th level spell.
okay.
So that adds
Nice.
3 more d8s. So
Oh my gosh. My gross fungus angel.
$24.
Yay!
Yay! And just spits all over you.
So
Cure wounds.
So let's do whoop down to that, and then I got this. Oh my gosh! Whoopsies! I almost typed in 240.
Yeah, that's how much. That's what I did.
Yippee!
That's it for me. I just wanted to heal him.
Okay.
Well, thank
So
you.
Pentar's just spat on you, Gil. What do you do now?
He openly cries.
Crying is a free action.
Thank you. I appreciate it. He just like sobs a little, and he's just like, "Thank you, Yates." and I guess he'll try to use all of his because he's still prone, right?
Yes, the devil was sort of got off him and limped off.
Cool.
But he's
Then
still
he'll
on the
use
floor.
so he'll use his action to try and get up.
It's half movement to get up.
Oh, half a movement. Oh my gosh. I've been playing with some really mean DMs. Okay. yeah, so he'll use half his movement, and then he'll go ahead and look at Pentar, and he will he'll say thank you, bless you. And he'll like put his hands on her like shoulders and be like, bless you, Yates. And he will actually cast bless on her, and then also we'll do Mercy and Mika again, since he did aid on Lyra.
She thinks that feels awful, and she's like, eh.
It might feel awful, but it also lets you add a D4 to your attack or saving rolls, so you can feel however you want about it. Up to you. And actually, he's going to cast that at a 2nd level. So all of you that he just cast that on, you're actually going to add you're going to be able to target, or I'm sorry. No, never mind.
Just kidding.
I can target. That's for me. So never mind. He is casting this at level 1. I'm a liar. Add a D4.
Thank you.
I can't be trusted. Boop. Yeah, add a D4. Mercy, Pentar, and Mika.
Yeah. This is kind of cool. It's like, so Mercy, Pentar, and Gil are now back to back getting surrounded by spine devils. Meanwhile,
like
Miga's like, yeah. Meanwhile, Miga is like darting from trash heap to trash heap, and then sticks out of the trash heap and goes pew pew. And Lyra is like dealing with all the mess right by the Modrons.
Yeah.
I like to imagine that like Mercy and Pentar are like back to back, and Gil is doing his thing again where he's like lounging on the ground on like one of their legs. It's just like Star Wars. He's like,
Before you get up from being prone.
yeah. That's all. He's just going to be ridiculous and bless 3 of his people. That is concentration, though, so just FYI.
Okay. Before we go back to Miga, 8 suddenly darts out from behind the pile and runs over towards the large affray. And it's screeching something about going, 8 must save its brethren! Non-8! Come! And Miga.
Let's see. Are there any of the devils near the other Modrons?
You were hiding again, weren't you?
Yes.
So you would get advantage in sneak attack anyway, if you want to attack anything you like.
Okay. That's a natural 20.
Ooh, with sneak attack, awesome.
I know, I'm like, dang.
You roll all of the dice twice.
I roll all of it. Jeez. Okay, we'll do the sneak attack damage first. Alright. 10, 13. And so, let me get out a calculator. Okay, so far we have 22. Whew. That is 32 points of damage.
Okay, are you sort of looking in the direction of 8 and shooting over there?
Yes.
So, those devils weren't engaged with you, but with that crit, your crossbow bolt actually goes through 2, pinning them to each other, and they both fall to the ground dead.
Yeah.
Yes. Most dangerous 10-year-old on Earth.
Did you want to hide again?
Yeah, I will like somersault into another trash heap.
Awesome.
It's a metaphor for life, so.
Mercy.
So I'm confused. 8 wanted us to. Were there more devils over there by the Modrons?
Yeah, there's all these larvae and loads more devils over there. There's a huge fight going on with the Modrons. And
Alright,
8's just run off in that direction. You're dealing with 6 devils at the moment.
Yeah, who are killing my friend. I am going to signal with my hand so that my storm sphere flicks a lightning bolt at one of the devils attacking the Modrons.
Okay.
So that's the first attack. So it's a 19 plus 3
Yeah.
plus my spell attack. So 11, 12, 13. 13 lightning damage.
Okay.
On one of those devils.
Yeah, there's a really badly injured one now, flapping around.
And then as my action, I knew that there was at least one devil that just got off of Gil. Were there any others that are like right next to us?
The ones that have been attacking you have been swooping down and then flying off.
Okay.
Using like flyby to swoop down and get out.
Gotcha.
But yeah, one of them fell on Gil and it's rolled off and he's sort of like limping off now.
Alright, well then, I guess, hi kitty, I will roll to cast Chaos Bolt
Okay.
on him. So with my 4 again. Oh, I probably will not hit. That is a 12.
No, it just narrowly misses the devil.
Yeah.
It's sort of like, you think you're going to hit it and then it sort of like bends down to sort of like touch its foot and it's going, ah, and the bolt shoots over the top of it.
Rats. That's all.
Okay, Lyra.
I am going to continue with Moonbeam, but do I hear 8 like say like beep out like follow me like come
Yeah.
towards, yeah?
It's just, and now 8's just vanished into the huge calamity.
Oh god, I really don't want to like accidentally move Moonbeam and like hurt anybody. Can I move while still casting Moonbeam?
Yeah, it's just concentration. You can still use your movement.
Okay, so I'm gonna move towards like 8, but I'm still gonna concentrate with Moonbeam, and I'm gonna do another swipe through the crowd of
Okay.
larvae and devils.
Roll some damage.
Okay. Where's my other one? Oh no, I lost one. Okay, there it is. So 6.
Okay. You don't get any devils this time, but you burn up another sort of bunch of about 10 larvae as it cuts through.
Cool. And as I move like towards 8, can I like shout out like everybody like kind of converge like onto like follow our little beeping buddy.
Okay.
Yeah.
The spined devils that are not limping around swoop in again on Gil. And let's have a look. We've got an 18 and a 9, so one of those hits, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
2d4. 2d4 is 5 damage, slashing.
Okay.
Another swoop. Oh, another 18, a 12 and an 18. So that one's
Okay.
going to jab its fork at you, and that's a 6.
Okay.
Piercing. Oh no, that's 7 and 5.
Okay.
13 and 11.
Okay.
2 more. 12 and 11. And then the limping one is just going to turn around and just like do the fingers, eyes thing. like at
Oh,
itself
no.
and at you, and then it flicks its tail and 2 spines fly out. And one is a 15 and one is a 19.
How rude.
It's very rude. And
That
that
is-
spine is going to do 6 piercing and 3 fire down to 1 because of resistance.
3 piercing, 1
Six-
fire. Okay.
6 piercing.
Oh, I'm so sorry. 6 piercing. Okay. 4.
1 fire.
Okay. Okay, I got it. Perfect.
Okay. The Modrons, a few of them, like, the numbers have been depleted. A few of them have been disintegrated and killed, but they seem to have taken out quite a lot. There's only 1 or 2 flying devils around them now, and a lot of the larvae seem to be just, like, burst and oozing on the floor. Pentar, it's your turn.
Pentar would like to look around and see if there's any way to get out of this situation, because it seems like it's just, I don't know, there's a lot going on. Does it just seem like fighting is the only way to get out? Can I perception check if there's like an exit or anything?
From Gil's missive, you know the Modrons were marching towards a portal, and that's it. And the portal goes to Mechanis.
Okay. Can we try and like, do I see the portal to there, or?
You can do a perception check.
Yeah. I got a 7.
You do not see a portal.
I don't
You
see
see just
anything.
mountains of trash everywhere.
How many of the devils are left?
Around you, there are 6.
Okay, and then how many larvae are left at this point?
So around the Modrons, there's maybe only a couple of devils flying and maybe about 100 larvae left. The larvae seem to be going down pretty easily.
Okay, just the devils, I guess. I will go ahead and cast. I feel like I can't poison anything. I will cast Ray of Enfeeblement on the closest devil. Please and thank you. I'm just looking it up. I was. Let's see.
Tell us about Ray of Enfeeblement when you find it.
All right. That is a 17 to hit.
Yes, that is.
Okay. On a hit, the target deals only half damage with weapon attacks that use strength, and so it'll just do half damage with attacks that use strength.
Yeah.
So, gotcha.
Okay. So one of them just sort of like, you look at it flapping around and its arms just seem to like shrink a little bit.
Ha!
And it looks kind of weedy.
He's a weak boy. And at the end of his turn, he can make a Constitution saving throw to try and break it.
Okay. Okay, if that's everything, then Gil.
Gil will continue. He's going to use his actions to continue. Actually, you know what? Can he perceive the portal? Can I roll?
You can roll.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, a 16.
You do not see a portal anywhere. You see there is a larger, clearer area that Modrons were heading to. And they've been ambushed at the start of this larger, clearer area, so you can only assume it's somewhere across there, but the portal hasn't actually opened yet.
Okay, well, he's going to he's going to just assume that the Modrons know where they're going, because they do have like that programming. He's going to continue leading what devils are around him away from the Modrons.
Okay.
So he'll use he'll just move twice.
Okay.
Continue concentrating on bless.
Okay. Then we are back to Miga.
All right. I'd like to roll a perception check to see if I can spot the portal, and I feel like I should be able to roll advantage because I've been digging around in the trash for the past couple of turns.
To be fair, the portal isn't actually open, so no one can spot the portal. So you can roll, but you would probably see the same as what Gil sees. It's open space. That's sort of like, you know that, like, from your experience dealing with portals so far, you don't see them until they start opening.
Are the Modrons still marching?
They are still fighting.
Okay. How many devils we got left?
Around you, 6. Well, flying towards Gil, 6.
There are 2 by the Modrons.
I will shoot 1 by the Modrons. Okay, so that's
with advantage because you were hiding.
Yes. We'll take the first one. That will be a 22.
Yep.
Good, because the second one was not great. And so 6, 10, 15. Plus 24 points of damage.
Okay, yeah, you took another one down completely.
Okay. And I use my bonus action to do another really cool looking somersault into another pile of garbage.
Okay. Mercy.
Alright, Mercy is going to send another lightning bolt from her Storm Sphere. 13, 16, 22, 23. To hit.
To hit, yes, that's right.
And then that's 9 plus 8, 12 lightning damage on the remaining Modron Spine Devil.
Okay, yeah, that one drops to the ground as well. There's just larvae swarming around everywhere now.
Okay.
And there are still 6 devils around flying towards you.
So that was my bonus action. And then I guess as my action, I will Mercy's gonna put her hands briefly on Pentar's shoulders and just say, keep our friend alive. I'm gonna run over to the swarms of larvae, and I guess I'll just try to thunder wave a bunch of them.
Oh wow, yeah.
So it's a con save DC 15.
Okay, the larvae have 0 con, so about 3/4 of the larvae within the range of your thunder wave, it's maybe about 25 larvae just go flying backwards, and all of them, they've got hardly any health. They just all just splat. So some of them are just like flying, splatting ooze, and some just go on the ground.
Yeah. I like to think I probably ran up to where the Modrons were, so I'm flinging them away from the Modrons.
Yeah, and the ooze just flies onto the Modrons and coats them all.
Gross. Sorry. Alright. That's my turn.
Okay, Lyra.
Can I roll a perception check to see if I can see 8 within the crowd where he ran away?
You can try, yeah.
Okay. Who knew? That would be a 4.
A lot of the Modrons are now covered in ooze and look very similar.
Oh no. Oh no. I wish I had like something I could help, like, you know, clean them off. I'm like, oh no. Okay. I should be still good for Moonbeam. I know it's probably silly for me to keep up with Moonbeam, but I feel like it's working, so I'm gonna continue with that. Yeah, I mean, hey, if it's killing like 20 at a time, like I'm alright with it.
That's 20 that aren't killing us.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. So I guess I'll continue with Moonbeam and kind of send it 60 feet in another direction with my action.
Oh yeah, that's gonna take out quite a lot.
Yep.
Yeah, you take out about 30 more larvae as it burns across the battlefield, and there's not many larvae left, and there's enough Modrons that are taking them out now. The devils, you moved 60 feet, didn't you? They have only got fly speed of 40. So they fly to within 20 feet of you, Gil. And the only thing they can do are flicking tail spines at you now.
Oh no. They seem pretty adept at that, so...
Yeah. So
I don't feel super safe.
We've got, a 7 and a 10.
Yeah.
15, 16.
Yay.
15, 13. 2 14s. 14, 8. Oh my god. And the one on the floor sort of like limps forwards. And he has to actually double move to get back into range of you.
Okay.
So he can't flick anything. So all these spines come flying towards you, but none of them hit.
Oh, that's awesome, because my soul, like, personally left my body, like, on this round. I was like, I don't know.
Pentar. The Modrons stamp the last of the larvae out and start marching back. Carry on marching towards on their route.
She's gonna spin on Gil again. Because Mercy said to keep him alive, so...
Gil moved 60 feet away.
I did move 60 feet.
What the heck?
I'm trying to get these flying monsters away from the group.
So I'm 60 feet away from everything, so I can't do anything?
The monsters are 40 feet away from you.
Okay, so I can't...
But Gil is 60 feet away.
Well, I will start moving towards Gil, and I guess that'll be my turn. I will yell at him angrily. I'm not supposed to let you die.
Gil makes the assumption that Pentar is always angry at him. So it's pretty status quo from his end.
Yes, so she, I guess, moves 30 feet. She could probably cast a spell from that far away. Let's see. But she's, really disappointed in Gil for making this impossible for her.
She like Hoxalugi.
30 your direction. She's going to cast Ray of Sickness. Or try to at one of the devils. Some of the creatures there. And that is a 17 again to hit.
Yep.
Alright, so that is 2d8 poison damage.
Oh, they are immune to poison.
Imagine. Okay, well, never mind. It does nothing.
I'm very,
So
very
that's the end of my turn.
I did not intentionally pick things. It's just all devils seem to be immune to poison, and you're in, like, one of the hells, which is all devils.
Oh.
Devils are awful. Fire and poison, they're all immune to it.
She stomps her feet angrily and just harumphs and sits down on the ground, and that's the end of my turn.
Are we up to Gil then? If that was Pentar.
I
feel that that's wrong. But is it? I don't know.
No, yeah, it is. It's Gil.
Yeah, it is then.
Yeah, Gil.
I was messing with my whiteboard, so I was confused.
Oh, it's no problem. Can he see that all the larvae are dead from where he is?
The Modrons have carried on marching.
Okay, how far would you say he is from the Modrons now? I know that he was 60 feet from his friends.
At least 100 feet, maybe 150. They are now moving. The Modrons are now moving away.
Yeah,
you've come back at least 30 to 90, and
yeah, he's gonna go ahead and come back 30 feet because he's like, okay, well, they can't go 30 feet away from me, so
okay.
Or he like measures the distance in his mind. It's like that. I know they can't go. They have to like keep a certain range on me. So he's gonna like go around the devils instead of running through them, and provoking an absurd amount of opportunity.
Oh, they are flying above you.
Oh, above. Okay, that's fine.
So you won't provoke because they're above.
He's just like holding his shield over his head like a little like a turtle shell, and he runs back the other way. He'll go about 30 feet, so he'll meet Pentar in the middle. But from there, he's not really gonna do anything. He's pretty much just gonna hold the shield over him and Pentar.
Okay. Miga.
Alright, I will take another shot. There's no dice there, don't know what I was grabbing for. Take another shot at one of the remaining devils in the air next to the Modrons.
Well, they're actually above Gil and Pentar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something flying in the air.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is 3.
Yeah.
And at the point where I have to use a calculator all the time. All right. 10, 16, 17.
Damage.
Oh, I'm still going.
Oh, okay.
14. Alright, 25 damage.
Oh, yeah, another devil drops out of the air.
And then I, do, like, a swan dive into another pile of trash while going sha-sha-sha, like, yeah.
Okay, awesome.
It looks very cool, again. I look very cool all the time, so...
Should I make you roll for that call? It'll be
Yes.
dexterity anyway, so you got loads.
That'll be fine.
Performance.
Ooh.
Performance.
Roll
That's
to
gonna be-
impress your enemies.
24.
Yeah.
Devils just start clapping.
And they're like, oh, that's
Yeah,
very
one
nice,
of them's like,
actually. You did a great
"Oh."
job. They hold up signs that just say 10 on them, and I'm like,
One of them says, like, 6, and one next to it nudges it, and it turns it around, so it says 9.
yes. Request for fan art of that, please.
If that's everything, it's Mercy's turn.
Yeah, I just realized that my storm spear hails stuff if it ends its turn there. So if any, like, I don't know how smart a larva is, if it, like, wriggles into the storm spear.
There were larvae wriggling into it and dying the
Yeah,
whole
so
time.
they are all probably getting squished.
They're
So
all-
Mercy's gonna...
The larvae are all dead now.
Oh, yay! I'm gonna turn around to see how Gil and Pentar are doing, and I'm seeing Pentar, like, harumphing and sitting on the ground, and Mercy's like, what? This isn't... What's going on? And I'm gonna send a lightning bolt at one of the devils over there by them, especially if one looks like it's flying weird, like it's injured.
There's that one still limping around on the floor as well.
Yeah, I'll target him first.
Okay.
So I have a 17 with my bless plus 7.
Yeah.
So 24 plus 46. Ooh, okay. 11 plus 4 is 15 plus 5 is 20. 20
Yeah.
lightning damage.
Limpy Grumpy Boy is dead.
Yeah, and then what spell slots do I have left? I am going to. Are there how many are in the air?
4 more.
4 more. I'm going to twin cast a 2nd level chaos bolt at 2 of them.
Oh, wow, yep.
So that's going to get a little complicated. Let's see. First, I roll to attack on the first one. I crit.
Yay!
Okay. So then I roll on him. We'll do the d8s first. Blue one determines damage. 2. Oh, darn. I think they're resistant. But it's okay. So this is going to be cold damage. That's 7 plus 8 is 15 plus 7 is 22 plus 10 is 32 cold damage on one of them.
That's absolutely enough to drop another one.
Okay, and then the other one, I super duper miss.
What was it? Really bad?
It was, well, I don't know, maybe if I add stuff, it's 9 on the dice, and then a 7. Oh, so it's actually not that bad. 16.
Yeah, that hits.
Yay! Okay. 2d8. So that's 13 with the 5, so it's lightning damage. 13 plus 2.
Oh,
D6s. 13 plus 11 is 24 lightning damage.
You zap the wimpy armed one, and it just sort of like goes, drops its trident, and then falls to the ground.
Cool. And I want to look real cool while doing it, because like the wind from my storm is blowing my hair and stuff.
Yeah, it's just like, oh my, I can't hold. Oh, it collapses.
Yeah.
So there are 2 left in the air. Lyra.
Okay. Can I do another perception check to see if I can find 8 in the crowd again? I worry.
You can.
Is that yeah? Okay.
And you can have advantage.
Oh, cool. I rolled really good there. Oh, that's even better. Okay, cool. I got a 19.
Okay, so 8 is easier to spot this time because the Modrons are now marching and 8 is hurrying back towards you. The larval is dripping off. It's, so Quadrones like have wings, but one is broken off and it's lost an arm and it's looking really battered.
Okay, well at least I know where he is and he's okay.
Mhm.
So that's good. So, if there's only 2 devils left,
Yep.
can I, like, annihilate them with, like, Moonbeam one final time? I was either thinking that or throwing my glaive, but I'm so scared of, like, losing it while trying to spear them, so I'll do Moonbeam again and just whomp.
What's your spell save DC?
13.
Okay, I've got a pass and a fail. How much damage?
So it says that, where is this? Takes 2d10 radiant damage on a failed save or half as much damage on a successful one.
Okay. 2d10, please.
Alright. 7.
Okay. One of them is incinerated,
Yeah.
and the other one just sort of like stops and flaps and just looks around everything. And 8 sort of runs up next to you, sits on the floor, sticks its leg out, puts its bow on its foot, and then draws it back and shoots a bunch of arrows up and takes the last devil out. And then it just falls backwards on the floor, and it appears to be very injured.
Can I, like, heal? Or, like, lay on hands or something?
And 8 says, non-8s, you know, magic. Incredible. You've saved my brethren. Here, no magic can help 8 now. You may find this useful. And a compartment opens in the side of 8 and it pulls out a book. And then you hear a strangely familiar voice that goes, "Oh, well, hello. Isn't it good to see you again?"
Oh.
The cat uncle?
Oh, wait. That's the talking book from the beginning.
Gosh darn.
Our book friend. Oh boy.
Because I've been down here for ages, you know. Those thugs just tossed me in the garbage and it stinks down here.
I mean, you probably deserved it. No, Gil doesn't say that. He thinks it.
Oh no.
Can Gil use his non-existent bonuses to insight this situation and determine whether or not this is the Crucible?
The book. Yeah.
I'm gonna take that as a no.
No, go for it.
No, your reaction tells TK all they need to know about this situation. Actually, I am gonna roll it, and I hope I get a nat 1. I got a nat 20.
The book isn't the Crucible.
And I'm, like, actually really disappointed because I wanted Gil to just be like, "We found it!" Gil starts to speak up, and then he's like, "Oh, no, that's dumb." Just looks off to the side. Just like, I can't believe I was going to say that.
8 starts to speak again. And it says, non-8s provided help 8 asked for. 8 will give information for non-8s. This march was not regular march. This march occurred because the one and prime, is dead. And it looks at Mercy, and it looks at Mercy's arm, where her arm is scarred, and it says, that's the replacement. Tenebrous controls the Modrons.
Oh, shit.
Oh, dang.
Mercy will just sort of back away from the group, kind of covering her arm.
And 8 says, Tenebrous was searching for something. The Modrons, we found it. They're going to give the information now. And then it falls back and begins to disintegrate as it dies.
No.
And you hear the familiar in the distance as a portal opens and the Modrons start marching through.
Oh no.
And that's the end of Hell's Bells.
Oh no.
What?
Ah!
Well, that's bad.
Oh my god. I'm
Oh,
like
no. You
speechless.
should have freaking told us that before. What if the Modrons die with that information? Ah, never trust a Modron.
Roll the end credits. No. Oh.
On the one hand, I'm a little okay.
Oh.
Emotionally wrecked. I mean, on the other, we have a quinceañera to get to.
Yeah, can we go to after credits quinceañera?
Well, we all just like sit there and like with our cake forks, so we're just like poking at our cake, like.
It's like that end scene in I don't remember what Marvel movie it was, but Avengers are all
where they're eating shawarma. Yeah, that was
just-
actually what I had in my mind, but we didn't have. I couldn't afford shawarma from Sigil, so it's just the cake,
It's just the cake.
which is 90% fondant, by the way. Sorry about that.
It's like a really bad ice of cakes type thing.
It's honestly, it's just like somebody made it out of fondant as Play-Doh.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. No, it's a real cake, I promise.
It's not. It's imaginary. It's completely imaginary.
It's real in my heart, and if you sin in your heart, you sin in the real world.
Oh well. There we go. That was the story, and
I'm sad we couldn't save our little 8-boy.
but you saved S34N, and he's
Yeah,
got,
that's true.
he's with the band, man.
Aww.
Oh, cute.
That's so cute.
Thanks for watching.
Let's go around and say goodbye to everybody for the last time as a group like this. Let's start with Lisa.
Oh, I am Lisa Chen at Merciful DM on Twitter. Thank you everybody so much for watching Hell's Bells. Don't know if it was ever explained in the show, but part of Mercy's backstory was unleashing Tenebris from Barovia. He's sort of like the undead version of Orcus, so
Well done.
sorry Modrons, sorry. But on happier news, next weekend, I will be at Geek Girl Con. And so you should come say hi to me in Seattle. I'll be hanging out with Adil. I'll be all over the con. I have a bunch of like cute things to give away, like these Roll Like a Girl stickers, an adventure journal, and like this fun.
We just lost your voice.
Oh yeah, you muted.
Whoops, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, and I'll have like this fun coloring book and like stickers and everything. So definitely come say hi to me. Super excited to get over there. I've heard such amazing things about Geek Girl Con.
Cool. Kayla, hey.
Hi, I'm Kayla. You can find me on the internet, KAYNCLI. Yeah, goodbye. I will, at this point, I'm still doing Star Trek on Wednesdays with Lisa and Hadil on Encounter Roleplay. Probably have already talked more about the comic that TK and I did, where Hadil and I do Bramblefoot Adventures. Holly and I do Trash Witch Coven, which is sweet clothes for your closet, so you look cool. And I'm sure I'll be doing other things when this airs. So just find me on Twitter and follow me, and I'll still be around. And thank you for watching, and watching me fail at poisoning things.
I'm really sorry. Devils are just
Everything's
everywhere.
immune to poison.
Everything's
it's
a
fine.
devil when you get to that bit of the story, and it's immune. It's just the hells. Hadil, sorry, yes, Hadil, hi.
I'm Hadil. You can find me online at twitty.tv/TWITTYSUCH. On Thursdays, I play Trapped in the Birdcage with Holly Conrad, Anna Prosser, Chad Quant, and Jimmy Wetzel. It's twitch.tv/D&D, and that is at 5 p.m. I also play Star Trek on Encounter Roleplay with Lisa and Kayla, who is cosplaying me today. We do Bramblefoot Adventures as well, and I don't know if I do anything else, but yeah, I'll be doing more D&T stuff, so you can just find me online and hang out with me on Twitter and Instagram. Thanks for watching. That's it from me.
Thank you. TK.
It's me, it's TK. I write spooky stories on the internet. If you like those and you not paying for them just yet, then you should go to tkjwrites.com or follow me on Twitter, TK Joins the Fray. On Tuesdays, I'm on Don't Split the Podcast Network. On Wednesdays and Thursdays, I'm on WebDM. On Fridays, my articles for mostly for maintaining good storytelling throughout a long campaign are going to be on Tabletop Test, and that's pretty much it from me. If you want to see more spooky stories, if you want to hang out and get a comic that's going to make you cry a whole bunch about Strix, then stay tuned on my Twitter and you'll definitely see that. It's been an experience, and I'm happy that I did it. So I will see all of you guys very soon. Bye.
And Chloe. You're muted.
Oh, am I muted?
You're not now. You're okay now.
Oh, am I here? I'm here. Okay. Yeah, I'm Chloe. Thank you to everybody who's been watching this, and thank you to all the Disaster Pals and to Maz for, running such an awesome campaign. This is really awesome, and I'm happy to be part of this awesome opportunity. Kind of like getting emotional, feeling it a little bit now. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram. On Twitter at Hey It's Chloe, CLOE. And you can also find me on Instagram as Hey It's Chloe Christine. I draw and do design, and I'll be there. And if you guys want to, chat, and oh man, it's like hitting me that this is the last one. Yeah, if you guys stop on in and say hi, and I'll be doing more D&D related stuff hopefully in the future, and be able to draw as much D&D content as possible. And yeah, thank you for everything, everyone. Thank you. Thank you for bringing Lyra to life.
Thank you everyone that watched. Thank you Wizards for giving us the chance to do this. It was a time. It really was a time. One more reminder about the competition. You can, if you head over to @HellsBellsD&D on Twitter, tell us your favourite moment of the whole series, and we'll randomly draw a name on Halloween, and someone will win limited edition signed copy Modern Kindness Tome of Foes, sticker sheet and keyring. I have been your DM, Maz, they, them. You can find me at Mazpataz. I'll be back in a few weeks with my Extra Life game with the crew from Insight Check podcast. You should go listen, they're really cool. Yeah, so that's it. Thank you everybody, and goodbye.
Bye everyone.
Bye.
Oh, hang on, how do I do this? It's that button. I still haven't got it. 15 episodes and still haven't.